Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. It's finally time to start our religion push, maybe a little bit later than it should have been. If I had planned ahead a little bit better on Moksha's promotions, we could have gotten this going a little earlier. But, so here's the plan. We have to convert as many enemy holy sites as possible. The cities that have the holy sites in them are the source of our enemy's resistance to our religious push. So, Tbilisi is a primary target. Ulundi is important, but I don't know for certain that Shaka will ever buy religious units to do conversions. Civs used to do conversions with their with whatever religion they had on them at the release of the game, but I think, based on the behavior that we've seen so far, it looks to me like Shaka has no interest in participating in the religious part of the game. He's probably using his faith for other stuff. Maybe he's saving it up to buy a naturalist. I don't know. So this is really our primary target. We need to convert this. We need to convert several of the cities around it. If we just convert Tbilisi, it's possible that over time, pressure from the large number of the large amount of population around it that is Eastern Orthodox will flip it back. We need to get Tbilisi. We need to get everything around it. There are two ways we can do that. We can push hard, just get like a ton of religious units and burn a lot of spread religion charges all over the southwestern part of this continent, and hopefully that'll be enough to hold. But what I would rather do is bring some units with us for that purpose, and then when the Eastern Orthodox religious units show up to defend, we defeat them in theological combat with a couple of our religious units that are specifically trained for that purpose. So that's why the extra promotion from Moksha is going to be important, because it's going to make it easier for us to get the promotions that make them better at religious combat. And also, before we go, I want to say thanks to... Man, I might slaughter your name here, and I apologize if I do. Tashin Necht, maybe? Who commented on the last episode. I was complaining a lot about Norway attacking these barbarians and not finishing the job. A big part of it is that Norway doesn't have the permission to enter my borders, so every time the barbarian moves into my borders, he becomes invulnerable to these caravels. Oops. Thank you for pointing that out. We can fix that right now. Hey, buddy. I can't give him open borders. Is it because we are desperately filled with hate for each other? It's probably because I'm denounced. Well, that's a shame. I could declare war on him. Hear me out. I could declare war on him, and that would give him permission to enter my territory, but I think that's probably worse than the barbarian. It's all right. We'll fix this. We'll get there. This is the stuff we have to care about right now. So let's... I accidentally clicked on her city name while I was trying to drag the map around. Okay, you can move the camera around with the arrow keys, not with WASD. Every other 4X I play lets you camera... I could rebind it. I probably will. Let's buy some religious units. Let's get going here. So, there's three major religious units that we have to think about here. Missionaries are pretty good at converting, but can't initiate theological combat. They can be attacked, but they can't attack. Apostles can attack, and they're much more expensive, as you can see. Every time we buy a religious unit, that type of religious unit will get more expensive. So we can't just spam stuff out forever. Then there's this guru. This is new. They added this with Rise and Fall, I believe. Gurus can't initiate theological combat, but can heal. They're sort of like theological medics, I guess. I've never used these before. I think for now, I'm going to try to go 3 apostles. Because we can only buy 2 apostles in this city in a single turn, because they can appear in the holy site or in the city center. So we're going to be at 660. I guess next turn we'll be able to buy an apostle and a guru. We'll head over there with 3 apostles and a guru, and we'll see what we can get done. Okay. It's a shame we can't just like have the Varu wade out into the shallow water, because look, you can see that water's not that deep. Alright, we're going to desperately shoot at this caravel. It's going to take forever to kill it with archers, but we'll get there eventually. Now, keep in mind, we are still missing a belief on our religion. We could evangelize and complete our religion. Let's have a quick look at what the other players have. So we're missing the book category. So these guys are getting extra faith and culture from their theater squares and holy sites. These guys are getting 2 gold for each city following their religion. And he has combat units gain plus 10 combat strength near foreign cities that follow this religion. That's a pretty good one for Sumeria. I feel like Gilgamesh does his best to go on a crusade every game, whether he has a religion or not. So that actually means that my favorite belief in this class is still available. There's one belief that gives you plus money. I think it's plus 1 money for every 4 citizens that follow the religion, and that's worldwide. And 4 citizens anywhere; they don't have to be in your city. That would be pretty good. But I think we should focus on preparing for the great war here, the great religious war. So I'm going to move my units. When you spawn a unit, or when you spawn an apostle, it comes with a promotion available. Our apostles have a bonus promotion because of Moksha, so we're going to move almost all of our movement points and then take our first promotion. So there's a whole bunch of different apostle promotions. There's like 6 or 7 maybe more than that. But when you get your promotion, you'll get a choice of a random 3 of them. So religious spread is triple strength in cities of other civilizations. That's pretty good. This guy is probably not going to be our fighting apostle. That's going to be our apostle that is dangerous to their religion, that they have to bring out their fighters to deal with. Apostle operates as a medic, providing extra healing to units within 1 tile. This is like a healing, though, not... this is not about restoring religious conviction to your religious units that got damaged in theological combat. This is like healing your warriors, so not super relevant to what we're doing here. We'll just pick translator on him, too. There is a trait that gives you extra theological combat strength. That's the one we're really looking for. And our stuff is so pillaged now that we are actually running more trade units than we have slots. So that's got to get fixed. This barbarian is a real bummer. Okay, I guess this guy will be able to do stuff again next turn. Let's not have him in sleep mode. We'll just skip turn. Oh, I was supposed to buy more religious units before passing. SB, pay attention, man. Look at him. Look at him run from our archer. Get him! Okay, that was 5 damage. It's something. That counts. It's technically damage. Alright, so once again, we're going to move almost our full movement allotment. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we should be able to move to here and still have a point left. Can spread religion 2 extra times, gain 3 extra spreads when moving adjacent to a natural wonder for the first time, or religious spread eliminates 75% of existing pressure from other religions in the target city. This guy is a total monster for converting cities. Unfortunately, still not a combat unit, but we'll get there. I'm not sure, like, Proselytizer's great, but I'm not sure if the fact that he already has Translator is going to mean that 2 extra spreads are better. No, we want to be able to just carve the other players' religions out of the cities as efficiently as possible. We do have to be a little careful here. Our units can be killed by barbarians while they're doing the water crossing. There we go, debater. Plus 20 religious strength. Difficult to defeat a debater. Just looking for any tiles that look significant. What we found is none. Alright, let's rebase you to Delhi. Run a real trade route here. And what do we want to build in Patna? I do kind of want a caravel. It's not even about defense from this thing. It's just about the speed. Caravels are super fast and they have really great line of sight. Nobody's built the mausoleum, and I do love the mausoleum. I have to overwrite a tile to put it down. It would probably be this pasture that I never bothered to fix. It gives +4 faith. Okay, no, this is the +4 faith from our bonus that is on that. Because you can see the Hagia, or maybe Hagia, Sophia, that normally gives +4 faith, is instead giving +8 for us. We do want wonders, but also pillaging improvements in districts provides bonus faith is actually really interesting. Because we could use a war then to feed our religious moves. Like, we could go to war with one of the players who has a religion to try to eliminate them, and while we're pillaging their stuff and taking over, we're also getting more religious units with which to pressure the other players. That does seem pretty good. This doesn't give direct faith, though. I just wish this was faster. I'm gonna go for it. We can use trade routes to speed it up and stuff. I'll figure it out. We actually make enough money to... I might be able to get a shipyard. I guess the adjacency bonus of this harbor is 1 shipyard. It's probably not worth doing. Okay, in this turn, I am remembering to purchase my religious units. We get another apostle, and the next one's 360. I'm going to get a guru, in large part because I've never had one before. I'm just curious how they work. We're going to experiment with this a little bit. Hey, they finally killed him. Alright, we gotta get on land as quickly as possible because we're very exposed out here in the water. Pilgrim gains 3 spreads. Where do we know where there's a convenient natural wonder for this? Is there a spot that it would make sense for me to go to? This is what happens when I play the game so spread out. I don't remember. I might just pick Orator then. I thought I remembered that we had seen a natural wonder somewhere. There's no panel for that, though, is there? Appeal? Oh, the appeal lens actually didn't apply. There we go. Okay. Natural wonders are usually beautiful. It will be in a highlighted green area. Nope. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just take the 2 extra spreads. And here we have our guru. So he has 90 religious strength. He has 3 heal charges. It's a support unit. In theory, this will allow us to... he's a little slower than they are, which is awkward. But in theory, this will allow us to push a lot harder with our relatively small number of units than we otherwise would be able to. And see, I was gonna run this trade route out of here, but now I kind of wonder if I should move it to Patna. Now, this city's got to get established. We gotta get the extra food in here and stuff. We don't want to mine here because, well, I guess I could mine here for now. I was gonna say because this is where the aqueduct goes, but it could be a mine for now. You build a step well. This will be adjacent to a... Yeah, actually, a step well makes a lot of sense. It'll be adjacent to a holy site, and it gives us housing, which is something the city's going to desperately need. Housing cap for cities that have no natural freshwater access is a real issue. Okay. Do I suspect that this is the same landmass? Possibly. Yeah, it might be. And we're going to save faith until we can purchase another apostle. Yes, your embassy is a welcome addition. This is awkward. Okay, so this guy just kind of came out badly. This happens sometimes, because you don't get to choose which promotions you want. So, Heathen Conversion is not useful to us. Chaplain is not useful to us. I guess we'll take Indulgence Vendor. He might make us a little bit of gold. Alright, wow, he's just going to build as many cities as he can on this landmass. I don't want these guys to get too far ahead. So if we found it out here, I think we're far enough from the landmass that we wouldn't have to worry about loyalty pressure from the mainland. This city would be very difficult to keep in our religion. If it had the room to build a holy site, then we could build a holy site here, pick up a religious unit, and just have it hang out in the holy site to play defense. But because we'll want to improve all these tiles, the city would probably end up being Protestant, and just that would be it forever. That said, it may still be worth founding. Yeah, sure, I'll take 2 faith in the capital. We're not even going to try to be suzerain of anything, but we can scoop up all these little bonuses. The thing, I just maybe we don't need another city. But I really do want to take advantage of our dedication here. It's kind of an awkward situation for us to make use of that in, is all. Alright, we have a little bit of defense for all of our coastal cities. Okay, nobody had yelled at us in a while. I guess we were due. The Renaissance era ends in 10 turns. Huh. Boy, every era feels like it's just flying by. Okay. There's some decent fertile land over on the other side of Gilgamesh. Did we end up getting... What kind of thing do we have with Gilgamesh? Did we go cultural? Or we went research? We could go cultural. We might be able to talk him into that, and then found a bunch of cities around him because he doesn't exert loyalty pressure on us. Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do here is the Proselytizer will start us off. Proselytizer will hit Tbilisi, and then we just have to play. It's going to be a little bit like playing military. It's got to play smart, use our units' limited health intelligently, not screw everything up, basically. Okay, with the barbarians gone, we can actually fix this stuff up, and we're actually, I think, going to have a hard time not dark aging. What am I gonna accomplish in the next few turns? That also means that if we want to do this, we have to do it, now. How long would it take you to produce a settler? 24 turns! Man, my cities are garbage. It'd be 475 to buy one. And they have +2 movement, but, he won't get over here in time. Would have had to start caring about this earlier. Thing is, the benefit of placing that city out there is it is quite limited. I'm going to stick to 4 for now. We're just not getting any value out of Hicks Draconis. It's not a usual map. I think, in general, the group of dedications we got out of our Heroic Age are very good. But man, we were not in a good geographical position to take advantage of them, huh? So the proselytizer and the debater are together. I mean, that's what we need. Oh. Okay, is this guy's the debater? He can't get over there in time. We have 2 movement left. Oh no, we probably can't debate. Yeah, we can't debate while we're in the water anyway. Never mind. But that guy is already depleted from theological combat, probably with Sumeria. So that, that's an opportunity for us. If we can catch that guy on land and just debate him so hard that he gives up living, it will have a tremendous effect. The Guru's coming. He'll be here soon. We almost have enough faith for another apostle. He did go up onto land. So the way you recover health for your religious units generally is you let them go to a holy site that has a considerable amount of faith in it. I believe its faith determines the rate at which they heal. See, this isn't really the guy that I want to do this with. Depletions in depleting our religious strength, our combat strength, effectively. Fighting, I believe, does lower the amount that we spread our religion. Religious units that are at maximum health hit harder with their spread religion charges. Man, the Guru's really slow. So yeah, I definitely think this is all one landmass now. Let's come back over here and see if there's another island in this this big fog bank here. So we need more campuses, we need more trade routes, we need more science and culture, for sure. What's our next Apostle 360? Okay. Yeah, so do I want to do this? It'll make it really easy for the debater to do the thing, and spreading out the damage over our units will make our heal charges from the Guru more effective. Yeah, let's go ahead and soften this guy up. So if we defeat him, we will reduce the amount of... Oh, he ran into the city. I'm not sure if we're able to interact with him in the city or not. This guy's going to come and try to defend, but we have our very skilled debating apostle to deal with him. Nope, I can't. Can't get them while they're in the city. He is rapidly becoming convinced that his positions are fallacious. That'll show him. I want to stand in a place where it's not easy for this guy to get to me. I'm a little worried because he has 114. You can see +4 bonus due to difficulty, and then he also has a holy ground bonus because they're on defense. He's in the bounds of a city that believes in his religion, so he's a little safer. Oh my god, gurus. Why do they have to be so slow? That really does limit their usefulness, honestly. And Korea and Tamar are at war. That's cool. Maybe we'll distract her enough that Korea can gain some ground on her. I kind of want to just convert Shaka and Sunduk and then be friends with them. We can be the triumvirate of people who care about turtles. It's a beautiful name. Yeah, we can explore up on the land here. Is he actually working these tiles? He's built his unique tile improvement here, the Ziggurat, on some desert tiles. The yields here are not awesome. It feels to me like maybe this was not necessary. I'm a little worried about how many religious units she has. Like, we could get just outnumbered here really badly. Okay, I'm going to try to stop... What's happening here is this Eastern Orthodox apostle is going to try to burn charges instead of being defeated in combat. And we are going to try to stop that from happening. It's a good plan when I do it. It's nefarious when they do it. Alright, so you're the proselytizer. This is a little dangerous because being adjacent to the city makes me vulnerable to attack, but also... So we want to do this in the holy cities, in the holy site cities, obviously, but it may be, because there's a unit stationed here, it may be better for us to do a little bit of work around the edges to try to draw them out. And the guru needs to get the heck over here. Oh, whose holy site is this? Okay. That city has a holy site. Let's go for that one. I don't want to end my turn adjacent to the city with the non-debater. I wish I could name them. Okay, apparently you are, in fact, not allowed to move. Yeah, we don't have quite enough movement to go across the river. Oof, these are bad. Okay, we're going to take Pilgrim, I guess? Alright, looks like there's probably no more land masses out here. We could check down here, but I think we may have found the only significant island. It's weird. This whole map's pretty weird, though. It says he has 5 move. Am I getting zonal controlled by the city? I guess I must be. Hold on, this is the part of the map we want to be watching. Okay, so yeah, he's brought in the huge amount of religious units that he has because of... Or that she has. Because of the fact that, you know, she gets tons and tons of free yields on account of being a deity AI. We did some good damage here, but we're going to have to bail. Can you get over here and debate? Ah, defeat. Proselytizers are not welcome among my people. Too bad. If it is Turtle's will that your people believe in our ways, who am I to stop it? Yeah. And then she threatens me a bunch. We might lose our debater here, but you can see it actually flipped this city completely. It probably did considerable damage. Let's turn on the religion lens real quick. Did considerable damage to belief here. Yeah, it got them down to 3 and 2 when we previously, I believe, had no religious pressure on this city at all. This city is still 10 and 4. They've put a lot of effort into keeping Ulundi orthodox. I'm just going to try to retreat with this unit, I think. Yeah, this was not great. I had not anticipated taking quite that much damage. Alright, put you back on auto-explore. I wish there was a way to tell a unit to auto-explore only on land or only on water. As far as I know, that is not an option that you are afforded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh, there's roads now. Never mind. It's like, why can you move that far? But it's because I actually built a trade route. So we have 5 turns to not Dark Age. But maybe we Dark Age. Loyalty is not really an issue. We have a lot of population. Like, maybe I Dark Age and I try to take advantage of a Dark Age policy? Okay, they did not defeat my apostle. Let's figure out some positioning here. It looks to me like we're going to get to Guru back up and then really, really put the pressure on. So we can start down here, maybe? We can definitely turn this city, but there's not a lot of value in it. I guess it'll lower the amount of pressure that's on Ulundi from their religion. Ulundi will flip to us eventually if we take out these couple of cities. Tbilisi is this the holy city? Every religion has a holy city. It's like the capital of the religion. Okay, Poti. So we don't know. Okay, no, we do know where that is. Okay, so that's important. The holy city produces way more religious pressure. I think it might be double. And then our holy city is producing even more because of our guy here. We can see where she has governors, but we can't see which ones they are because we don't have enough diplomatic visibility with her. That is something we could work on if our relationship status wasn't currently that she hates us forever. Let's try to keep an eye out here. I think I don't want to run inland anymore. I'm pretty concerned about that. That said, we can take this apostle all the way down to 1 spread safely, I believe. I don't think it affects your ability to do theological combat. But if I'm going to flip this city, I want to do it with an indulgence vendor. 100 gold. It might not be worth the inconvenience of having to wait. Hold on, we'll make that decision in a minute. Let's see what else we're doing. So we got our workshop up. We could really use more culture. I think culture buildings are probably a good way to go here. We could also use more builders. We have some builder stuff to be done. We have the money to buy a builder. So the question is whether I'd rather buy something else. And the answer is I don't know. So we could put it here. These things would be feeding each other a small adjacency bonus, but it doesn't matter. There's not really anywhere that I can put this that I think will be more relevant than anywhere else. I guess there are some wonders that have to be built in water adjacent to land and adjacent to a harbor. So maybe I end up building a wonder here eventually, which would mean that this would, in this location, it would start to receive an adjacency bonus. But we just got to get culture stuff online. I think I'm going to flip it. I don't think it's worth the organizational headache of trying to wait for exactly the right apostle to do the job. Okay, again, not totally great. Martyr is interesting. You really don't want your apostles to die in theological combat in contested areas because the effect of that is tremendously damaging, but this is like a good consolation prize. It's hard to take advantage of this intentionally if you're actually trying to win a religious war. If you're in a time where you're not trying to win a religious war, things are a little bit different. You can afford to have your religion pushed back. But we are all hands on deck right now. Wow, not even words. She's too angry for language. Can you imagine? Alright. So we're going to be able to get him on land, but not with any movement. Huh. Really? How is she losing loyalty here? I guess Ilindi has 17 population? But she's got so much pop around it. She's not dark-aged, is she? She totally is, actually. Weird. So I'm assuming, yeah, these cities are nowhere near our conversion. We shouldn't waste charges here. Sorry. We shouldn't waste charges here with other units before we hit them with the proselytizer. And that's just going to be a matter of waiting until the guru heals us. We can try to get a little bit better vision of what's going on. I noticed Tbilisi no longer has a religious unit inside of it. It also has some wall damage. Is she still at war with Korea? She is. It just seemed odd to me because this is a Korean trader running here through her lands. Alright, well, whatever. I don't want to separate my units by too much. But I think we spooked her a little bit. Yeah, let's end the turn adjacent to the river so that we can easily cross it next turn. I think that's probably a good idea. In fact, there's bridges, because roads have been built over this river. So Tbilisi, Kutaisi, and Poti are our 3 main targets. These are cities that we know have holy sites. We can't actually see Poti's holy site, but it's a holy city, so it must have one. If we convert these, not only will we have a significant population of our religion, it's going to be more difficult for her to fight back, because the places where she would have bought religious units will purchase religious units that are not her religion anymore. And we've established a little bit of a beachhead. So we're not going to use any charges with you. Mostly we're just waiting until the guru can fire off his thing. Yeah, it looks like there may not be any other major holy sites. Or land masses, rather. Oh, I circumnavigated the world. And one of their very injured religious units hurled itself at our apostle and lost the argument. So here's a weird knock-on effect. I believe we reduced the amount of Eastern Orthodoxy that was coming into here with one of these battles, because I believe the effect reaches out like 10 tiles. And so by reducing the amount of Eastern Orthodoxy and slightly increasing the amount of pressure from Hey Turtles, we've made Sikhism the majority religion. Here, we're 12-2 here now. Down here, we're 5-1. So the best thing would be we could get our guru into a place. How does this work exactly? I've been assuming that they all have to be in adjacent tiles, but let's see if that's actually the case. Although, there's a pretty good chance that the Civilopedia entry is not going to give us the information we need. All adjacent friendly religious units. Okay. And he has 90 religious strength compared to the 110 of our apostles, so it's actually pretty bad if we let him get directly attacked. Oh, this is a debater. That's dangerous. Okay, where's our debater? I need you to be at the front of this. Alright, that's a considerable heal. Major defeat. Jesus. We really, really, really need our new government type. +5 religious strength in theological combat, and it has attached to it a card that gives you another +5. Reformed Church will make it much easier. I was hoping we wouldn't run into another debater. Alright, so are you the proselytizer? Okay. Bam! So it's not really that we added that much strength from Hey Turtles, it's that we were able to eliminate most of the followers of Eastern Orthodoxy. So that should get rid of the Holy Ground bonus here. Yeah, that makes things a lot more even. It's still bad, but we still have guru charges to work with. And you are an indulgence vendor. You're just kind of a bad unit, man. Well, I think I want you up front. We can come down here and start threatening Kutaisi, because Kutaisi doesn't really have that many citizens of the other religion, right? Yeah, we might be able to flip this just with the indulgence vendor and get the gold for it. So I think that's going to be my plan here. City will have 11 citizens following our religion. That's actually a pretty big increase, isn't it? Yeah, alright, that's probably worth a charge. Solidify things a little bit. But don't worry, guys, I'm coming. Sir Lancelot over here. Okay, you could probably be rebased to the capital to help complete that wonder. And because I circumnavigated the globe, which I forgot that I could do, as a source of era score, maybe we can still... Like, I'm debating whether I want to not Dark Age or not. What is the cost of the next apostle? 385. So we will not be able to get it in time. I'm thinking if we evangelized a belief and completed our religion, it might push us into a golden age, but I think I'm going to accept the Dark Age and see if there's a Dark Age card that will be helpful in our situation. Holy crap, that's so many Korean religious units. Or Korean other type. Military units. Okay. Feeling pretty tough now. Alright, so I think he's going to be able to flip this. Their debater did not want to fight. Unfortunately, we just don't... Man, we don't have the ability to win this. The combat thing here is not showing this guy as a debater. This is a different apostle. They moved their apostles around. Well, I think we have Adam. Yep, so minus 250 Eastern Orthodoxy, plus 250 Turtles. And look at that. Look at that, we're making real progress here. Yeah, he ran the debater away. Or actually, you know what? Because Korea's at war with them, Korean units can kill their religious units. There's a button military units have when they're on the space of a religious unit of a player you're at war with that allows you to just execute them as a heretic. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe the debater got killed by a knight. It may be the case that the Korean military is unwittingly really, really helping us here. I would love it if we could be friends. Can we make peace here? Can we be buddies? You want some horses? I would accept this gift. There we go. We've sent you our finest horses. Let me ask you something. How you feel about turtles? Obviously, that's a joke. Everybody loves turtles. Well, Calcutta's given the most industry, and that's what we need. Yeah, that took a couple of turns off of that. So yes, I do believe we are intentionally Dark Aging at this point. That's an ironclad. I have archers. We figured out how to ride the elephant. Did you guys figure that out? No. Stop making fun of me. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. My science output is woeful. She's not wrong. Listen, I don't care what happens to the city. Don't burn it down. But if you wanna take control of it, that's fine with me.
What can be labeled, packaged, mass.
Okay, so we have 8 spreads. Hold on, how many spreads do I have by default? You know, that apostle who had 6 spreads, that was normal. I thought for sure that I remembered them having like 3 or 4. So I thought when I saw 6 spreads, oh, this is one of the ones that got like orator. Orator? Who knows? Probably a lot of people watching this. I didn't realize 6 is base now? Or maybe it's 5 is base, but we have a mosque. So actually, this guy has a huge number of spreads and will, in fact, be able to convert a number of cities. Alright, so we're able to get this. This one is now in conflict. Pop another Guru charge. Just top our units back off. And you're the proselytizer, so you need to get deep into Georgian territory here. And the debater just needs to follow and be ready to fight. I think we got actually very lucky here with the fact that Korea showed up and started massacring military units. Now, this Protestantism isn't great. Unfortunately, how does a religious alliance work, anyway? Your allies' cities do not exert religious pressure on yours and vice versa, but... Oh, wow. 10 religious combat, strength against non-ally religions. Man, we should, as soon as we get to a level 2 alliance, we maybe want to switch to religious. This is definitely not on the level 1. This is a little awkward, though, like... I believe the meaning of this is that cities that are owned by Sumeria do not cause religious pressure on cities that are owned by India. It's not that we won't exert religious pressure on cities that have each other's religions. So there's still going to be this sort of like religious no man's land. Yeah, this is awkward. Well, if this Norwegian apostle wants to come over here and pop a spread religion charge to reduce the number of Eastern Orthodox believers that are here, I guess that's fine, but this city does have to love turtles by the end of these actions. Yeah, I think Korea is just sort of unwittingly saving our lives here. Hold on, what are we going to build in this city? Let's decide that before we decide whether we want to go for a trade route in a different place or whether we need the production here. And I think the answer is, let's build a monument, probably. I think we can afford to move the trade route over to here and try to complete this wonder a little faster. We should probably make our dedication before I make too many more decisions. So, 3 era score each time you discover a new continent or natural wonder. I don't think that that's a real thing. Each time you kill a non-barbarian. Yes, this is the war one. We're not doing that. Era score for each industrial or later building constructed. We are not ready for that one. So reform the coinage it is. Trade routes complete. We can do that. We can complete trade routes. I wish that Great Generals had an auto-explore button. Because at this point, I would like just an auto-explore. I don't really want to have to manually micro this guy around. I think we kind of discovered what we wanted to discover, which is that there are no islands of significant size. We also could just retire. Maybe that's what we'll do. Pull back to a city and hit the retirement option, get the money for it. We gotta buy some stuff. So how much does it cost to purchase a shipyard? Okay, the shipyard will be very helpful here. This is more than a 30% increase. This is almost a 50% increase in the city's natural production. So that's what we're spending money on next, I think. We're going to save up for that. Alright, let's check out our government. So you can see the Dark Age policies do change over the course of the game. So, plus 50% gold in cities with a stock exchange, plus 25% production in cities with a factory. That is crazy. Unfortunately, none of these are religious. That said, isolationism is bananas, and we have to take it. I think I would rather drop Insulae than Scripture. Like, the faith is really important to us. And then we run isolationism. Alright, internal trade routes. It turns out they're pretty good. As soon as we get our theater square finished, we really need another trade unit. I'm actually going to switch this. We'll finish the theater square later. Oh, do I just have a trade route that's not actually running right now? Oh yeah, there are 4 trade units. They're all in the middle of stuff. One of them just ended something. Yeah, I guess one of them must have just ended and we'll be asked again. We'll be asked next turn, because it's not sleeping. I can't wake it up. Okay. We finished mass production. Now we need to try to, like, catch up to the rest of the world in some way. How will we do this? Well, the factory would be really nice. We have a really good factory location where it will affect the one factory that affects our entire empire. It's kind of a mixed blessing. The efficiency's cool, but the fact that it means your empire is tiny and weak is less cool. And we're not in any loyalty danger, right? No, all of our cities are grouped so tightly together and everything. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, so you may notice that Hey Turtles is decreasing in strength in these cities. It shouldn't be the case for too much longer. Yeah, this is going to flip to a turtle city eventually. Where are we on that? It's pretty bad for me right now, though, right? Yeah, the amount of pressure is not hugely in my favor. Alright, we'll maybe have to send a missionary over here. The next apostle I buy can pause and drop a charge on Ulundi. Alright, let's see what happens with this apostle here. Because basically, every player who has a religion is not going to be happy with me spreading my religion aggressively. Alright, we're gonna need like one more charge on that, I bet. There's lots of wars going on everywhere. Not that concerned. So the proselytizer needs to get over here and drop a charge. Huh. I think we're getting zone of controlled by other religious units. I don't think that the Protestant guy will be a problem for us. I don't think he's going to attack us or anything. The situation's ugly for him. So I think we're safe. I don't know that this guy will be needed down there, so I'm going to have a little bit of a look around. Okay, there's our 4th trade route active. So it shouldn't be too hard for me to Golden Age out, I think. If we complete a wonder... I'm not sure... Do we have... How am I showing on the religious victory? Okay, so we have... Yeah, that's right, we have the Zulu. When we converted the Zulu over to our religion, we didn't get any era score for it. I was wondering if there might have been an era score burst for getting a conversion. It looks like there is not. I think we're just gonna pull him back and retire him. Sir Francis Drake can accelerate. Hey, we completed a trade route. All right. Oh, they brought a unit out. And in fact, these apostles are making trouble. What is the current state of this city? 5-2? Okay, we can flip that. And it does have a holy site. She built a lot. So you're the debater. Which is why this went so very poorly for them. Get you in here. Okay, we do get era score for flipping a holy city, though. But it was once the cradle of Eastern Orthodoxy, but now the faithful flock to the temples of, hey, turtles! That is always the way that it must be said. Oh, hey, turtles! Cool. Alright, so this guy, what is the deal with this apostle? Unfortunately, I can't get a combat mouse over on him because he's inside the city. Alright, there is our indulgence vending. And we should... Man, I can't believe that these cities are still reading as declining religion. With all of this stuff down here, hey turtles, and all of this stuff over here, like, I don't understand... Where's all this pressure coming from? There's still just a lot of cities that are Eastern Orthodox. Alright, we got our work cut out for us. Well, we just got to keep buying religious units, keep buying apostles, keep sending them out. What is the state here? 7-4. I'll put a charge in. Try to make sure this gets done. Remember, our debater is also a translator, so massive religious strength increase in foreign lands. Our set of traits has worked out really well, I think. This is good. Calcutta probably doesn't need the industry. Although, more industry in Calcutta means more industry for everywhere else, because we get to build the shipyard, and then the shipyard helps us build the factory, and the factory spreads. I guess that's fine. We'll run the trade route to Patna. Isolationism is a really powerful policy. Alright, 75 gold. Oh, if I had waited 6 turns, I could have done that twice. That was an error. I just threw 75 gold away. Let's see, will this apostle... Yep, they will. I was going to say, will this apostle commit suicide? And yes, they will. And they attacked the one with the debater promotion. Not the other one. Seems like a dubious strategy to me. Okay, well... Alright, we got that one flipped. Okay, we're starting to see some... I can't... Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's holding steady here. It's starting to be positive over here. How's Ulundi going? Alright, the pressure's getting pretty serious. I really actually think we need another guru next. We're slowly getting attritioned down here. You're the debater.
Water, water everywhere.
Oh, hey.
Nor any drop to drink.
Why is that color? Is that what that's like in real life? I assume it is. Huh. Anyway. Let's flip this city. So we see 4 holy sites over here that have been swapped over to our city, or to our religion. There can't be that many more. Actually, 5. Wow, did she just build a holy site in every one of her cities? I guess she must have. And I'm going to move this guy up to back up the other apostle that we have up here. We're going to buy the shipyard in a minute. You know they're builder, but I'd rather make builders in Liang City. We could start making the builder here and then just move Liang over. It's not terrible. We could also start building something else that we need to get done. Honestly, an entertainment complex would be a nice thing to have. And right in the middle of the empire, it would affect all the cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we could build it all the way out to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I look at right here, right? Right here it affects everybody. 6. No, it does not. This tile's fine though. That tile's a really good spot for a what do you call it? For a lumber mill. We do need more workers. 2, 3. This'll work. This will be effective for everybody. And then we can build a water park in like from Calcutta, like here. Or maybe even here, because water park improvements reach out 9 tiles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, so right here, so it's getting more adjacency bonus and everything. That makes sense. Yeah, those are all useful things. We are already starting to have amenities problems, and this is partially it's because we haven't expanded much, so we don't have access to very many different luxuries. So just like the population, our population is not getting compensated for. So next time we have enough faith to buy a guru, we're doing that. Yeah, we're starting to see reinforcement here. Yeah, I gotta remember, part of the reason that it didn't look like things were changing when they should be changing is because almost nothing in the UI updates immediately. Pretty much everything is, pretty much everything waits until the next turn to update, so I gotta just be calm. Oh, we just re-met Zanzibar, right. Next time we get envoys, we can put 1 in Zanzibar and 1 in La Venta. Oh, right, we no longer have our plus movement for religious units. Right, 4 spreads is base. I had +2 spreads from my dedication, in addition to the mosque and stuff. Okay. Yep, I'm following now. I'm back on it. I guess Indulgence Vendor, these are not awesome. We're getting medic a lot. We're being offered a lot of medics. So we don't necessarily need to take over the world with these religious units. This was mostly about making it difficult for Georgia to keep spreading her religion, which we've done, I think, very, very well at. Why, hello, Auckland. Technically, we're at war, I guess, so maybe it's not safe for my religious unit to be over here. I'm going to try to grab this Georgian city as well. No, it's probably worth it to get a builder out. One of Liang's extra builders. Oh, hey, the faith on the stepwell kicks in before the holy site's completed. That's interesting. I wonder if that means you could just put a single turn of production toward a holy site. Or not even a whole turn, but just press the button so it places the base down, and then go do other stuff and come back later to actually finish building it, and still get the benefit in all of your stepwells. Okay, so Korea has no religion of their own. They shouldn't be mad at us for spreading within their borders. Let's see what the population numbers look like. I mean, with this one, we're pretty much just brute forcing it, right? Oh, I could get 3 extra spreads. Where's that weird lake? Yeah, come over here. Come over here, pilgrim it up. And we shouldn't see any religion, or we shouldn't see any resistance in Korea's lands, except that Norway is trying to spread their Protestantism as well, I guess. Oh, we got a proselytizer. Unfortunately, his other benefit is not extra spreads, but that'll be really useful for rooting out, I don't know, Norway next, maybe? The thing is, as soon as we start power converting Gilgamesh's cities, he might get mad at us. Maybe he won't, actually, because I'm looking at it and, like, it's not like we would be converting his religion out of these cities. We're converting Norway's religion out. So maybe Gilgamesh wouldn't mind that. I don't know. We'll find out. Because we're going to do it, obviously, regardless of whether it's going to cause friction or not. Okay, so you are not... you are not a debater, but you do have religious orders. So this guy has... He's not a Reformed Church right now, because he's not getting the Reformed Church bonus, but he has been a Reformed Church, and he has access to that card. There's a pretty good chance that he actually is on a Tier 3 government already. We don't have to push this very hard. I'll just go ahead and use some of the debater's charges on it. I'm a little nervous about running up here, given all of his bonuses. It might not be wise to give him the opportunity to engage us in direct combat. Where are we at on our next guru? Next turn, okay. This is part of the reason I'd like to have a city over here, is so that we can buy religious units closer to the site of the battles. But I think actually I'm just going to fall back with this guy. Let's let that apostle do his thing. We'll just kind of stay close. And we're not too far off of being able to buy that shipyard. Where did you even get an Eastern Orthodox apostle? This must be one that has existed for some time. I guess there's still a holy site here. Okay, so we flipped that site with an indulgence vendor, which means we should be able to now get our shipyard. Nope, it's 1160. I misremembered the price. Next turn, we will be able to get our shipyard. We really, really, really don't want to lose religious combat with this guy. Alright, there's our 3 extra spreads. So you're the debater. We should bring the debater down here. Play a little defense. And the proselytizer can just keep pushing further into Korea. Boy, Korea has airfields and stuff. It's nice up here. Alright, I'm just going to burn out as much Eastern Orthodoxy as we can. What we're going to do is effectively remove this religion from the game, and then we're going to try again with Protestantism. And it seems like Sikhism is on the back foot enough that we could probably sort of do it incidentally. We may not have to actually put any effort into that. I'm a little worried about the number of Norwegian apostles we're seeing up here, though. Oh, you fool! That's the debate. This guy's just dead now.
Tomb lies over.
Okay, we did a thing. We made a wonder. Also, all of our alliances have expired. Okay, so this is still turtles. Yeah, you just have a ton of spreads. Go do spreads. Auckland will flip by itself, but we could give it a little push. My concern... Yeah, we have +8 pressure. We are winning this. But the more we kind of spread out the base down here, first of all, the more effect it will have on Sumeria without us having to actually come over here and do anything. And secondly, the more it'll help convert the southern part of Korea. We can make Korea a stronghold of our religion. Is that an anti-tank crew? Okay, it's 1180 AD. I'm feeling a little outclassed in some ways. I don't know if that was clear. Alright, I think we can go back up here. So you are on 2 spreads left. I want to be careful with this guy. I don't actually want to lose him. So I think my plan right now is to just like do stuff like this. We're just going to go around. We're going to find cities that have the wrong religion, and we're going to fix them. I have to imagine Zanzibar is going to flip to turtles. Yeah, it will in time. We might give it a little push. But now that he's down to 1 charge, I think maybe we stop using him. Just keep him around for support. So actually, yeah, it's probably better for us to take a northern route now. Because he can engage in theological combat just fine with only 1 charge. The Zulu are going to settle another city. I mean, I guess they have room. Doesn't seem necessary to me, but okay. Let's go get some fishing boats. You know how we feel about fishing boats. What did we get? We got... gain 100 gold. Okay. We'll press that a couple of times. Let's purchase a shipyard here, which is 3 extra production for this city. A very big bonus. Here, our shipyard, our adjacency bonus is only 1, so I'm less excited about this. This is probably university time. I don't know that we're going to make use of the Grandmaster's Chapel, so... And then we want to actually build a shipyard here. It's a pretty decent bonus. Alright, so we've already hit our normal age score. We can heroic age if we get 12 more points. I might be able to pull that off. We'll complete some more trade routes, for sure. There's no way we don't do that. If we could build another wonder, we have 32 turns at least. If we could build another wonder and then like convert another holy city, we could probably get... What is the holy city of Sumeria's religion? Adab. Way down here. Currently, not religious. But yeah, that's actually quite close to us. We could convert that. That's another, what was that, 4 points when we did that last time? Yeah. I think we can make this happen. I think we can heroic age again. There was something else I was going to do, I feel like. I don't know what now. I spent my money, I spent my faith. No, I guess not. We're good. It was my declarations of friendship. That's what it was. A great deal of religious debate. All over Georgia, people are debating which of these non-Georgian religions is best. All right, let's get our alliances back up. What did we do with him before? A cultural alliance with him would be okay. If I'm about to heroic age, though, maybe I don't want a cultural alliance. Maybe we could put a little pressure on his cities. He's probably trading with us. He might be trading with us. We could get some faith if we went religious alliance. And the thing is, I do want to keep exerting religious pressure on his cities, but it's less important than it used to be because they're all exerting turtle pressure on each other. So actually, a religious alliance is probably fine. And I might be getting faith out of it. We can actually check. Trade routes. Trade routes to me. Yeah, he's running 4 trade routes to me. Also, Leventa is running a trade route to me. So yeah, let's do a religious alliance with him. We have always been great friends and allies in our love of turtles. And that'll just keep building our generic alliance points. As you can see, they remain between alliance types. So if we want to flip that to something else later, we can. And then with Gilgamesh, I kind of wonder if maybe a cultural alliance is a good way to go, because we could found cities over here. We could found cities over here, push our religion to them, get holy sites over here, and then use them as staging grounds to keep pushing our religion further. So let's see if he'll do a cultural alliance with us. This will not work if his cities exert pressure on ours, so there we go. Yeah, all right. I think we have a plan here. We should probably have some diplomatic visibility with him. He would like us better if we were doing science, but you know what? He likes us just fine. We're getting along. Everything's cool. Alright, which guy are you? You're the debater. Need that guru. Run to the defense of the debater. Alright, so we have a lot of plus turtles around now. A lot of cities are gaining strength. So we should start to see some passive conversions. Some stuff just converting because of religious pressure. What happened? Keep exploring. He must have seen an enemy unit for a moment. Like there was one barbarian somewhere or something. Alright, we definitely don't attack. Ooh. Is he going to be able to kill us? Uh-oh. That's not great. Well, he'll take damage doing it, and then the debater is here. We'll probably be able to punish him for that, but it's not great that it's going to happen. Wish I could get further away from him. What is this nonsense? Protestantism. Alright, we'll fix that. And envoys, like I said, just little bonuses here and there. Extra faith from our shrines, extra gold from our Zanzibar. One of these days, we're going to actually become a Reformed church. It's true, I'm the best. One of these days, we're going to be a Reformed church, and this is going to be so much easier. Okay, he didn't quite finish the job. You get over here? Okay. That cost us a lot of health, but we got him. We helped solidify turtles in the area. We actually lowered the amount of Protestantism in these cities, so that'll help. And since everybody's alive, as soon as this guru gets over here, we're going to be in much better shape. We are going to have to get all of these units up to the coast. We need to meet that guru before we meet another Protestant apostle. Maybe that's not what's happening, actually. Looks to me like we might be in a little bit of trouble. This one's pretty messed up. You're not the debater, though. No. We're probably going to lose this guy. That's unfortunate. We spent a lot of our strength cleaning up the Eastern Orthodoxy. We were not ready for another thing just yet. Alright, I think one more conversion ought to get that flipped over. Yeah, we're at 5. So you have to be at least half of the population. I think it's at least half, not over half. Alright, well, we're starting to lose a little bit of steam here, but we have some plans. Some things are going pretty alright. We're going to have another holy site soon. That's going to help. If nothing else, this is a place where we'll be able to buy apostles that'll be a little bit closer to other players. This mountain range has kept us safe from war, but it's also made the conversion thing kind of difficult. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you are enjoying this somewhat unusual game of Civilization 6. Come back next time. Apparently we're going to have to deal with some Vikings. And we'll see you then.